welcome to CIFFA 2025. Today we are going to actually start a 3-day weekend, a celebration of independent maverick filmmaking. What we're doing here is very unique. What we wanted to do is bring independent filmmaking and a unique experience to the Valley and to Northern California. Over the 3-day weekend, there will be documentaries, shorts, feature films, a series even. And what we want to do is just support anybody that might even see a film and think that they want to be either in front of the camera or behind the camera, to bring up that courage and actually go and do it. Thank you. Actually, the first year of CIFFA 2025, but it will not be the last. We have got so much support this year for this new program that definitely this will be an annual program. And we're going to encourage other young filmmakers that want to come into the industry to submit their films to CIFFA. So this is not going to be a one-time only. So how did I get into this? It's actually a funny story. I by no means am I've done some work in film, but I don't consider myself any kind of sophisticated filmmaker. But I've always been around the film industry, and that through my brother Kaviras, who's been a filmmaker since I was a teenager, and now actually my daughter, who is on the path to law school, pivoted in 2020, and she herself is also a writer and a filmmaker. So I've been around this industry basically my whole life, and what I've seen is you can do other things in life, have other occupations, but without art, there's just no soul. So that's why I want to be able to support artists, whether it's painting, visual arts, cinema, or whether it's singing and performing. That's so essential to our lives to bring us joy.
My name is Rashmi Rastagi. I'm an actor, writer, and producer of the feature film designed by Preeti. The film will be screened tomorrow, October 11th at 2 p.m. at the CIFFA Film Festival in Tracy, and I'm really honored to be here and to be talking to Sitare TV. The film is about a woman's journey from abuse to empowerment. So it's an empowering film, but it does address domestic violence, mental health, and several other issues in my film about the South Asian community in the affluent Silicon Valley. Topics that nobody talks about. I decided to tell this story. I'm primarily a Screen Actors Guild actor, a SAG actor, but when this story came to light, based on two of my friends who still live in their abusive marriages and a close relative, I decided to tell this story, and I decided to write this script and produce it. It was filmed in Redwood City, California, and in and around Redwood City, California, and is doing its festival journey. It's doing very well in the festival circuit, has won the Audience Award, the Best Feature Award, the Best Director nomination, and we're just delighted to be here at CIFFA. I started acting at the age of 9 in Lucknow, India, on All India Radio as a radio actor, and then evolved into a theater actor. Acting just was in my DNA, I guess. And then when I moved to Bay Area, I found my community, Natak Theater. So I started working on stage and theater here in the Bay Area, and have worked with almost every theater company there was at the time in the Bay Area. Became an equity actor. And then I was offered a role in a film in Hollywood with Bollywood actors, and I ended up playing the wife of Boman Irani, who had not hit the big time yet in Bollywood, and it was such a pleasure working with him. The movie is somewhere on the internet, and then I tried my luck. I went to LA, found an agent, and got a bit part in a big Bollywood blockbuster called The Avengers. From then on, I've done small parts in several TV episodics, several feature films, and then in 2019 and 20, I made my own short film called Unborn, which I wrote, produced, and acted in, and it's on Amazon Prime. The story is about the practice of female feticide in the Indo-American community, and was received very well in the festival circuit. During the pandemic, then I decided to write Designed by Preeti, a story about domestic violence. After the CIFFA festival, I'm heading off to Buffalo, New York for BIFF, Buffalo International Film Festival, from where I go to Toronto to the Real World Film Festival, and then I have a screening in Chicago, a screening that is being sponsored in the Bay Area by an organization called CORA, C-O-R-A, which supports survivors of domestic violence, and they want to do the screening, do a Q&A panel, and to bring more awareness. My ultimate goal with this film is to bring more awareness to domestic abuse and partner abuse in the South Asian community, and the lack of support by the community, and to have this topic be addressed community at large, and community specifically the South Asian community. This is Rashmi Rustagi. You're watching me on Sitare TV.
Hello, I'm Asher Jacob, and so I'm on Sunday. I'm going to be singing at 4 o'clock live, October 12th. So I just want to say that this is the first year that I'm actually attempting in 2025 CIFFA. So thank you. If you can come, then you can come. You'll see me play multiple instruments and multiple fun songs. So, yeah. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jatinder J. Minhas from Minhas Films. I'm a producer of Barefoot Warriors. Barefoot Warriors is inspired by a true story. When Indian team qualified for Olympics in 1948, they played with France, but they played barefoot. Unfortunately, they lost that game only in one penalty shot. But can you imagine that how in 1948, when India was only got independence 1 year ago, that they played Olympics. But today, unfortunately, India's standing in the soccer is very, very low. So this film is to inspire the youngsters of India, Canada, America, and North America, and the entire world. Thank you. Kavi Raj is my director, and also he's written the script. He did a wonderful job, and also Sean Ferris from California, he played a lead role, and I'm very thankful to Sean Ferris and Rajpal Yadav. He did a very good job as an Indian actress, and Yogaraj Singh, and many, many others. So I'm very thankful to the entire team and looking forward to see the film tonight. Thank you.
My name is Kavi Raj. I'm the writer and director of Barefoot Warrior, the opening film of this festival tonight, CIFFA. This is CIFFA's first year here in the beautiful city of Tracy, in this amazing, gorgeous theater. I'm really looking forward to this screening tonight, and this is the first time this film is being screened in front of a very large audience, so it's quite exciting. And hopefully this festival will continue to happen every year, and God willing, I'll be bringing a film next year as well. And let's see what kind of reaction we get to Barefoot Warriors tonight. Barefoot Warriors is based or inspired by a true story. It's a sports-based film, inspirational film, and hopefully the reaction from the audience will be great. Thank you.
My name is Harbir Bhatia. I am the CEO of the Silicon Valley Chamber of Commerce. It is my pleasure to be here. It is the CIFFA International Film Festival, and I'm here today to support my friend, Ishmeet Narula, as this is also the weekend of her new music release. You know, we forget how important the arts are when it comes to our economy, to our culture. They play such a significant role in empowering our voices, but also empowering our economy. So I'm very grateful to those that have taken made tireless efforts to think of stories, bring them to life through the arts, through production, through their acting, but most importantly through their mind and creativity. So with that, I say congratulations, CIFFA 2025, for an amazing international film festival, and we are here to support you and hope see many more of these to come.
Mari, I am the Cultural Arts Division Manager for the City of Tracy, and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you here tonight for the feature film. I don't remember the name of it, I apologize, I have my notes, I'm getting a little nervous at the moment. Barefoot Warrior. I have not seen it yet, I'm excited to see it tonight. What we do here at this facility is create community events like this. These events are free to the public because of you, because of what you give to the organization, what you give to us. In fact, around you, scattered in the audience tonight, are members of the exclusive fundraising arm of the city for the Grand Theater, Center for the Arts, the Grand Foundation. I recommend you find them. If you want more events like this here in Tracy, here at this facility, consider joining as a member. It's lowest of $50 and goes all the way up to $2,000. And the perks that you get are to hang out with us here, see these amazing events, and see these performances and these films all over the place. What else can I say? One more time, let's give a round of applause to our performers. Let's give a round of applause to everybody who was involved in this festival. Neela Pavan, Milroy Kadi, thank you very much for coming and joining us tonight. It is my pleasure to welcome you and introduce the first feature film. Imagine going to India for the very first time on a business trip and nothing goes as expected. Our very first film of CIFFA 2025 takes us on a journey with the unexpected arrival of an American man in a quaint village in Punjab. Seeking to redeem his own failures in life, he ends up fulfilling a centuries-old dream for the village. Sit back and enjoy Barefoot Warrior.
Could you please stop singing, whatever that is? Tell me how much longer.
Just wait, sir, not too much far. You hold very tight. That is what I do sometimes. I hold it very, very tight. But other times I just let it go. This is Punjab. Anywhere in the field, it's okay. You should try it sometimes.
Hello everybody, my name is Ishmeet Narula. I'm a singer-songwriter and right now we are at the CIFFA, the Crossover International Festival of Film and Art, and tonight I'm going to open for them. Yes, I'm going to sing my new song called Mangani and many other songs to start off the event.
Welcome to the CIFFA and many congratulations to the organizers of CIFFA, the Crossover International Film Festival for Film and Arts, and big congratulations to Neela and Pavan. So I just came out with my new song, Mangani, and I'm going to sing that tonight for you. What you saw on the screen are also glimpses of some unreleased songs which you're going to see next month and next month. So are you guys ready for tonight's performance? Huh? All right, here we go.
My name is Peter Tekla. I'm the director for 40 Days Film, and I'm here at CIFFA. The film is playing right now, and 40 Days Film is based on true story. And I was inspired by a lot of accidents that happened to the immigrants who are coming through the U.S.-Mexico border. But it's not only this journey; it's the journey that where they start. They start actually from Colombia to Nicaragua, all the way up to Mexico, and it's a very, very tough and true story. We don't talk politics because I know like a lot of people have different political views, but what we do is we're talking about the humanity side of the story and how tough the journey is, how bad people think that immigration to the U.S. is like an easy thing, and they take like the kind of the illegal way, and they get in like victims through people who kidnap them, rape them, and like a lot of tough accidents. This film is really, really inspiring to people who are thinking to come to the U.S. Just kind of like a message: just don't come with this way. Just try to come with the legal way. So the challenges that I faced, it's like I would say it's the life of a filmmaker. So first of all is funding. Funding was one of the main challenges. The other main challenge is finding the location, because this story doesn't happen inside the U.S. It happens outside and happens like through Colombia and Nicaragua and Mexico, and it's very dangerous to take the crew to go there. So we try to find a location that would look exactly like South America. And the other challenge is the multicultural. So we're actually casting from different cultures. It's not only one culture. So we have Indian, Pakistani, Egyptian, Iraqi, Armenian. We have like a lot of plus Mexican. So we have a lot of cultures. So it's challenging to have a multicultural in one film. But the good thing, the story is an actual story, so people would meet each other through this, I would call it, deadly journey. Again, we don't talk about politics because I know like a lot of people have different point of views. We're talking about the humanity side of the story. So I would say the main issues is that this is a very, very heartbreaking story, and it's a very, I would say, sad story. So how would we just put it into a dramatic on screen? So it'd be like a kind of easier for the viewer to handle and to watch, because the actual story is very, very, I would say, terrible. So people would face like way, I would say, way worse than what we put on screen. Yes, so the film delivers like a message that yes, we love being in the United States. Yes, the American dream is a great thing, but when you decide to come to the US, just decide to come on a legal way. Do not put yourself as a victim and do not put your life in danger. Whether it worth it or not, but your life worth way more than just putting into danger and just going through these, I would say, kidnappers and smugglers and like this deadly and tough journey. I'm glad to be here at CIFFA. I'm really excited for the film and looking forward to get your feedback. Just want to add that this film is, as I mentioned, it's a multicultural, so we're looking forward to have this film spread all over the world, not only here in the US, because the message is mainly to, I would say, people are coming to the US. So we are looking forward to have this film spread all over the world. Okay, this is a good question. So when I wrote this film, I spoke to a lot of people who went through this journey. So the average journey takes from 30 days to 50 days, could be more. Sometimes it takes them like 6 months to up to a couple of years from the start, from the origin, the country of origin, until they get to the US border. So the average people are like time they spend from one country to another takes about 40 days.
Hi, my name is Ashish Channa. I am the director of the film Afreen, which is being played here at the CIFFA Film Festival. I feel blessed that we are in this festival circuit, and my film Afreen has really been blessed in every which way. The film has won 65 nominations and awards for Best Film, Best Director, Best Music, Best Photography, etc., etc. Lots of, I call them blessings, and 4 national awards, including the Best Film in Russia. So the film Afreen is actually about this girl Afreen, who has been played by a girl called Samantha. We shot the film in Ontario. I had actually moved to Canada in 2013, and Canada being such a pleasant and beautiful place with lovely people there, it's very rare that you hear an incident where a radicalized Canadian walked into the Parliament House in Ottawa with a machine gun and randomly shot people. That became the seed for my script, and I wanted to kind of delve more and more into it and analyze why these things happen, why these people become terrorists. It's very easy to say Muslims are bad or not bad, or be anti any religion, any culture. But it's when you go deep in, terrorism has no religion. Terrorism has no culture. Otherwise, it would never be terrorizing people. Religion is, I feel, is love. We spread peace, love, happiness, and. So we went deeper and deeper into this journey, met a lot of people, and then between me and my writer, we created this love story So I think the uniqueness, a lot of people have made films on terrorism and anti-terrorism and 9/11 and everything. I feel the uniqueness about this film is that we're dealing with a love story. And I think that's probably what differentiates it with everything else. That love, despite of all the odds, is the only answer to war. You know, any kind of negativity. That's the only answer. And I think our film, in one way or the other, says that very beautifully. There were way too many challenges, all the way from the beginning to the end. It's not a regular film. The fact that you know, the first challenge is the media influence. So, what the media influence tells you is never accurate. So, if I wanted to actually study what's happening in Syria, what's happening with terrorists, I had to speak either to terrorists themselves or to people who've survived them. So, we worked with a war journalist who was abducted and, put into their prison for months together. Then we interviewed and talked to these two girls who were, I think, barely 16 or 17. And through the internet, they got lured, I would say, not abducted, lured into all kinds of promises and taken into Syria, where they were shown the best of the worlds for the first couple of days and then thrown into harem on the fourth day. So the journey was, the journey was dark, but the beauty of this film is that despite of all the darkness, we've still tried to show that there is light at the end of the day. And I think that's basically why the film is being loved by the audiences. My lesson, and that's what I've said in most of my interviews, is that war is never a solution for anything. I know people are having wars even right now. I don't think they're necessary. I think they're politically motivated. There's economics behind it, but you can actually win all kinds of wars if you sit down and peacefully want to work your way out of it. That's what I believe in.
Hi, my name is Anju Channa, and I'm really delighted to be present at CIFFA here for my art exhibition. And the response has been great, and I'm loving it, meeting all these kinds of people and getting all the love and appreciation from them. So I started painting during COVID, that's 2020, and I just have so much fun doing it, and I'm loving it, so I just keep on and on with it. I've been creative since childhood. I used to be an actress and a model, and then I started designing my own clothes since fourth grade. So yeah, so I used to sketch and design my own clothes since fourth grade. And then I had a boutique and a fashion studio in Mumbai. And yeah, so for me, every day is about creating something new. I design jewelry, I make jewelry, I paint. So yeah. Yeah, I would love to spread some joy, happiness, and color with my paintings, and I would love to go ahead with it professionally. And yeah, share my art with the world. Not say anyone in particular, but a very, very close friend of mine is a brilliant artist. And as of now, I guess I just take inspiration from her. Yes. Yes, for sure. I will start to exhibit more and show my art more, share it with the world, and hopefully get this kind of response everywhere. Yeah. Thank you. I would say that everyone should take up something creative. Painting, dancing, anything, pottery, because doing anything creative with your hands, it's such good therapy. You know, it works so well to do anything with your hands. It's almost meditative. Because I am also a yoga instructor. So, but yoga and painting, so when I'm into yoga or painting, it's almost like meditation. So any creative journey, everyone should have a hobby. That's my recommendation, and just keep practicing. Yes. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, and I'm really delighted to be here at CIFFA. Thank you. Bye.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to day 2 of CIFFA 2025.
Without taking a lot of time, today, or this segment and this selection is really to make sure that women's voices are also heard in this space, whether it's in front of the camera or behind the camera. So please enjoy the next film. And actually, to introduce the film, we have another very prominent voice in our community that really talks about a lot of women's issues that will be introducing the film. Here's Raina Dillon.
Thank you, Neela. Hi everyone, good afternoon. First of all, I want to begin by thanking Neela and Kavi for inviting me to be part of this very important afternoon. And as Neela mentioned, I'm a very strong voice and an advocate for domestic violence. And I'm honored to be introducing this movie today, which is also by a friend, Rashmi, and we're blessed that she's actually in the audience, Rashmi Rusagi. She's sitting right here at the back. So the movie is designed by Preeti. It's a movie that's inspired by the lives of 3 women from affluent households in the San Francisco Bay Area. And the principal cast features predominantly first-generation immigrants over the age of 50. So I feel I belong here now. The ensemble includes Sikh, Punjabi, Tamil and Black actors showcasing the richness of the culture. And the creative team, the writers, directors and producers, they're all women. And this film thoughtfully addresses themes of domestic violence, mental health awareness and interracial romance. And we hope through this afternoon and this film to address the lack of representation for all the audiences, especially South Asians, who yearn for stories and which mirror their struggle and their journey. So enjoy the movie. Thank you.
Everyone is waiting for you.
Yeah, I just need 5 minutes.
I've asked the caterers to serve the entrees. I think people were getting hungry.
Well, that's why I ordered 6 appetizers.
Next time, you do what you want. Now wear something modern. I bought you a closet full of clothes.
I think we need to applaud the producer, the writer, and the actress. So a little about Preeti before we begin the Q&A. She was born and raised in Lucknow, and she discovered her passion for storytelling through radio plays and theatre at a very young age. And over the years, she's graced both the big and small screens, appearing in blockbuster films such as The Avengers, India's Sweets and Spices, as well as the popular TV shows like Grey's Anatomy, Atypical, and Never Have I Ever. Her role in the short film Bienvenidos a Los Angeles earned her recognition when the film was shortlisted for the 2024 Academy Awards for Best Live Action Short Film. Most recently, she completed this movie that we just saw today, Designed by Preeti, where she once again served as a writer, a producer, and actor. And from what we saw this afternoon, this romantic drama captures an Indian woman's transformative journey from abuse to empowerment, shedding light on domestic abuse, mental health, and interracial romance. In addition to that, Rashmi is also a popular food blogger and a public speaker. So again, congratulations for a wonderful, wonderful movie. It really touched my heart. Thank you. So I'm going to ask you the first question before, before we open it up to the audience. So what inspired you to write this?
So it's based on two of my friends in the affluent Silicon Valley and a close relative. And I spent a lot of time with them over like 7-8 years, saw them suffer through these marriages. These are educated women who didn't have to stay in these marriages. They were independent women, and yet they stayed, and it was just very mind-boggling to me to think that they stayed, and they still married to those abusers. And then when I found out about a close relative, this was during the pandemic, there was no work as an actor, and I had time, so I started writing the script, and I spoke with people who have lived, Indians who have lived in America a long time, and I would mention domestic violence, partner abuse, and they would say, in Indian community, no, there's no way, that doesn't happen in America. And so I actually would send them to Maitri and Narika blogs and say, read these women's stories, they're not making it up. These organizations are here to support these women. And so finally I said, I have to shed light on this, and so I wrote this.
Any questions from the audience? Has anyone in the audience knows of anyone that's... Oh, here we go. Yes.
You said that these are based on your own experiences, like how any kind of fallout about you writing these stories. Does everyone kind of like assume like, oh, it's about someone you know and whatnot? Just as a writer.
Some of the dialogue, a lot of the dialogues are actually words that have been said to people, from people, to me, from other people. The line that my character says, that when I was getting married, my mother said that a girl goes to her husband's house in a dolly and leaves only in a coffin. My mother, who has a law degree, very educated, I grew up in Lucknow in a very educated, liberal family. She said that to me when I was getting married. And I had an arranged marriage, and I said, this doesn't work out, I'm coming right back. And she said, no, don't even think about it. Like, it was something that she didn't want to think about. And it was something that when we grew up, we were kind of brainwashed into believing that. So that you have to think, not just twice, like 100 times, oh my God, this is the way it's supposed to be, and I'm not supposed to leave this man that I married forever, for 7 lifetimes, I don't know what. So that those are some of the things that I'm very happy married, but those are the things that we are supposed to believe and supposed to model our lives after. And you are a survivor, and I'm so honored to have Renu talk to me about this. And one of my producers, Tanya Momi, is here, and she's a survivor. And this is, this is how they, I don't know, psyched or made to believe, right?
Well, I'll tell you, I was watching a movie, I was reliving a lot of the moments that you were going through, and my daughter is sitting with me, Sheena, and she started getting very emotional because she has felt and seen some of the things that I've gone through, which I'll be talking about later today. But don't you feel, even now, living in this, we're here in America and we're meant to be this educated Indian community, don't you still think people, I mean, you mentioned about denial. I wrote a blog 2 days ago about the whole Karwa Chauth and the whole Sindoor, Kela event that happened because a lot of women were celebrating this, and yet I looked at the pictures and I could identify at least 3 women that are abused at home, and yet they were smearing Sindoor on themselves and they were doing the whole Karwa Chauth, and I wrote about and they related this to women empowerment. So I wrote this blog, which I got attacked back yesterday, about, well, why did you say it's not women empowerment? And for me, a woman that's empowered is what Preeti did. It takes a lot of courage. It took Preeti a lot of courage to sign those divorce papers, but when she did, that's when she empowered herself to move on that journey. So what are your thoughts, even though you came from a liberal family, we still are all Indian and we have all these traditions, what are your thoughts about all these rituals that we have, which are so focused on worshipping the husband?
So, I do celebrate Karwa Chauth. And I celebrate it because I celebrate my marriage. I've been married for more than 40 years. And together we've raised 4 very healthy children. And our son has been taught to treat women right. But only because it brings back childhood memories. Some of the Diwali, Holi, which, here in the US, it's not a big deal, it's not a national holiday, and my children they only celebrate if it's on a weekend, so they didn't celebrate this year, because it was not on a weekend, and to fast, and then to raise kids and all that, so my daughter said, Mom, I'm not doing it today, I said, that's fine, but I do it because then we party with friends, and it's kind of fun, but I don't worship my husband, he's sitting here, and he knows that. It's kind of like a party thing more to me than anything else. And so it depends on what women see or how their perspective on this. Yeah, it's very individual, I would say.
And friends that inspired you, who you knew were going through this, have any of them actually taken the step to leave? Are they still in those marriages?
They're still in those marriages. In fact, one of them has 2 daughters that were raised along with my daughters. They were similar age. And her one daughter does not talk to her anymore. She has a decent relationship with her father, but she doesn't talk to the mother because she says, you put up with this man. You put up with this shit. I blame you. How weird is that? But it flipped in her face. Even though she thought that she was doing the right thing by staying in this marriage to protect the children. That's what she used to say to me, to protect the daughters, and they won't get married, and da-da-da, and then what's going to happen? I'll be a single woman, people won't invite me to parties, and what will I do? And so now her daughter doesn't talk to her. Thank you. I wanted to show this woman's journey from abuse to empowerment, from getting out of and the other issue that I tackled, the homosexuality issue.
Yes.
I didn't want to dwell, because a lot of movies out there and a lot of stories are these stories, the conflict between the mother and daughter, or the parent and the child, where the child is coming out. So most of the story is about coming out and the parents accepting or not accepting. I wanted to get so beyond that. Like, get over it, accept your child. And so I wanted to show Biji that she's accepted and she's moved on, and this is a healthy relationship. And let's live like that instead of just hammering on the issue of, oh my God, can I change you? Can I fix you? Why did you do this? What is society thinks? That all of the arguments that we show in many movies and stories out there.
And I think what I really enjoyed about your movie is you didn't show that, you showed the struggle that she went through. She wasn't successful right away, which is anytime a woman leaves a situation, you don't just, you show that she wasn't just living off support. I mean, she took a long time to make that decision to even sign that divorce paper, which is what women go through. You go through that whole process of confusion. Should I not? And many, many times financial reasons are the reasons why we stay, because we've been crippled financially. So what I loved about your movie was that you actually showed her struggle, and then you even showed the clothes being ripped and how we tried everything to break her, and it didn't work. And then I love the concept that you brought in as well about her falling in love with, or possibly falling in love with a black man. You addressed that as well, in a very subtle manner. So
That when you left, they did kiss. So she does fall in love with this.